Hi, everybody. So, hello. I guess I am really ready to go live now. I must have accidentally hit the button that said go live. So, I'm sorry about that, but here I am, legitimately here now. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for giving me the space that I needed this afternoon to be with my husband. I want you all to know that he's okay. He was feeling a little bit bad, but not very bad. And he had just randomly gone in to get some blood work done, just as a follow up to his ablation surgery that he had a couple weeks ago. And his sodium levels were dangerously low. And they called him yesterday and said, get to the ER as soon as possible. He came home, and I was in the middle of my Facebook Live yesterday, and he walked in and he waved, and then he said to look at his phone, look at my phone. So as soon as I was done with my live, I looked at my phone. He said, I'm headed to the ER. They're worried about my blood tests from yesterday. So long story short, he went in thinking he was just going to have to get some IVs put in, and they have kept him 2 days now because they want to flush all of the previous medications he was on out of his system and start fresh again because they believe it was a medication problem that was causing his sodium levels to drop so low. So anyway, he will likely be home tomorrow. He's feeling great. He was going to have a lot of visitors this afternoon, so that allowed me to sneak away and finish up this week's online class to go. So thank you all for joining me here today. I think you're going to love this little box that Monica designed. Thanks. We are going to be great, Sharon. We just need to get some things tweaked in his system, and he will be good to go again, I am sure. So, give me just a minute here to get things back to where I want it to be. Okay, so I am going to go to my hands. I think I've told you guys, let me look over my plackets here. Sorry if I'm a little crazed today. Okay, so hi, Gian. Thanks for joining me. We have a sale going on. Our in colors, 25 to 27, set of 5 in colors. Anything with those in colors in them, a part of them, are going to be 15% off. So a great chance to snag some things that have any of those in colors in them. Cloud Covered, Arlene Duckling, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. I love our in colors, our current in colors right now. So I hope you will take advantage of that sale. I'm also trying to earn a trip to Alaska. I'm very, very, very close. So if you're on my email list, you should check your email today because I sent a special to all my email subscribers to help me get to Alaska. So check that out. If you would like to be a part of my email list, these kinds of things happen every once in a while. And so I will put a link for you to join my email list up in the description. Let me know that you did that, and then I will forward you the email that went out to the rest of my subscribers today. How about that? Okay, you guys know, end of August, I have the Jar of Joy Craft Along. That will close on Monday, and you get $25 in products, and 10 projects for this craft along, 2 each of 5 card designs. So great way to get started on those awesome Christmas cards. And that Jar of Joy bundle is so, so cute. Now I say bundle, it's a stamp set, and then you can add on the Sweet Jar bundle, Sweet Jar Punch, if you don't already have it. Sheesh, words right now. Okay, and last but not least, I just opened up my charming Thanks, Mary. And my heart is with you this weekend. I have something here for you, Mary, ready to go out in the mail, but my last 2 days have been crazy. So I will get it out to you as soon as possible. So love you, my friend. Okay, Charming Day Suite. This class will be on Saturday, September 6th. I hope to have some beautiful samples to show you very soon, so you can just see. I'm calling this the easy peasy class because it really is a super simple class that makes beautiful cards. So there will be a link to that up in the description as well. Okay. Hi, Kim. Aloha. Thanks for joining me. Okay. So I'm going to go to my hands. We're finishing up our online card class to go this week using the turtles. The Turtly Awesome bundle is part of the Turtly Cute suite that is in the annual catalog. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. This is everything that you get in the suite. The stamps and the dies, the embossing folder, which is this turtle shell embossing folder, super fun. The embellishments are the hexagon embellishments. I've almost used all of mine, but shades of green. The shade, what are they calling? Shaded spruce and soft sea foam satin ribbon that's double-sided. So pretty. And the extra fun turtle designer series paper. You get turtles that you can cut out by hand or with dies. Isn't this one cute with the little bird on top of her head? I love that. So super fun. Some of the images in the paper can be cut out with dies. Some of them you have to fussy cut. So let's go over the cards that we've already made this week. And you know you can get this kit in the mail with any $50 purchase. And in addition, we have a recipe PDF for you of all the products used and measurements for everything, okay? And then you also have this video to resort back to. So this was our first card on Monday. There you go, that cute little turtle. We actually stamped and colored that one. Hope your birthday is totally awesome. The second card we made on Monday was this Fun Fold card, Z-Fold. The little turtle riding his bike through the park. Hooray, it's your day is what that says. So think of all the things. Hi, Christina. Sorry I fooled you earlier. I must have accidentally hit the live button when I wasn't really ready to go live. So sorry about that. So anyway, how pretty is this? I love this card. So fun. Anybody would love to get that. Then yesterday I made this one that says Sweet Friend with the turtle holding the flowers. I showed you how the dies cut the arm free there so you can tuck things under the arm. And then here's the inside of that card here for you always. And then our second Fun Fold card of the week was this one. Hooray! It is an easel card that stands up like this. And aw, thank you so much, Kim. That makes my heart happy. I love to inspire people and just change their minds about a set. I would say, Kim, I felt the same way. So I hope you do love this and it's so fun. Okay, so this one's holding a birthday cake. I don't know how he's keeping his face from burning, but he's so cute and so happy. He's got the little balloon. And it sits up like this, and then we put a panel on the inside of the back with a little balloon going up. So we have some place to write happy birthday there as well, okay? So let me show you today's project. It is this cute turtle box. How adorable is that? And don't you love this turtle with the little glasses on his face? Now, the next box I make for you guys, I'm going to use a different turtle just to show you that any of the turtles can be fussy cut out and used on this little box. So cute. Hope your birthday is totally awesome. And the slide off the belly band, this box is 1 inch wide, 4.5 inches long, and 2.5 inches tall. So it's a nice size box. The belly band slips off and opens up like this. It even has these cute little tabs in here. And guess what I have inside? You're never going to guess what I have inside. 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. I have turtles. I found these at Walgreens, these little individually wrapped turtles. They came in a bag like this, and I think you get 10 to a bag. So you can easily fill 3 boxes and have one for yourself. So 3 of these turtles fit right inside the box. And I love how this folds over and how you've got this belly band here with the cute little turtle on it to kind of hold it all together. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we made this. Okay, so we are starting for the box, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to cut. Okay, you want a piece of granny apple green that is 6.5 inch wide and 8.5 inches long. So it's 6.5 by 8.5. On the 6.5 inch side, the short side, you're gonna score it at 1 and 5.5. Okay, 1 inch and 5.5 inches. Then on the long side, the 8.5 inch side, you're gonna score it at 2 3/4, 3 3/4. I said that wrong. Let's start over. Long side. Maybe you just take a picture and don't listen to my words. I'm very tired, y'all, so bear with me. Okay, so short side is 6.5. You score it at 1 and 5.5. Long side is 8.5. You're going to score it at 2 3/8, 3 3/8, 5 3/4, and 6 3/4. Okay? I'll hold this here just a second if you want to take a screenshot, or you can always watch this video back and get the measurements. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there on the side. All right, now I'm going to take my bone folder. Easier said than done. Here we go. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to score all of my score lines initially to the inside here. Okay, so my 2 1-inch sides are going to come inside like this, and then all of these are going to move up like this. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want you to see that these outside panels here, you have a rectangle here that is a little bit wider than the rectangle on this other side here. Okay, so you're going to have the smaller rectangle on your right, and you are going to, let me grab a pencil here. You are going to completely move this first rectangle and this one down here. And then these right here, you're going to cut right along that line right there to that second score line. Okay? Then over here, you're going to cut here and here just up to that score line, and the same thing over here. Here and here, just up to that score line. Okay? So, remove these rectangles, cut, 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 cut. Okay, so let me grab my scissors. I'm going to completely remove this rectangle right here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this square just to that score line right there. That's what causes those inside flaps. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Completely remove this rectangle and then cut right up to the score line like that. Okay, now keep in mind, this is the smaller rectangle on the right side. Okay, the larger rectangle is on the left side. Okay, so then these are the tabs that are going to fold into the box. So I'm just going to take a little bit of shimmy off of each side. And before I put this together, I'll lay it all out and show you how it should look when it's done. Okay? All right. Okay, then I'm like this, right? So far, I'm going to take my scissors, cut up these two score lines, and shimmy a little bit off of them, and then flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. So all the directions, all the measurements are in the recipe card that you get if you place an order to get this class to go. So you'll have everything there if I'm going a little too fast for you. Okay, so here's what the box should look like when it's done. Okay, you have two tabs here. These are the tabs that are going to fold into the top, and you have two side tabs here. This is what's going to help you put the box together. Okay, so before I put my box together, I've got some things I need to do. I'm going to flip this over, and these two corners that are on the smaller middle rectangle are going to get corner punched with my corner punch here. Now, we don't sell this corner punch anymore. Hopefully, all of you out there, let me try that one more time. I didn't do a very good job of that. There we go. Do the same thing here. Hopefully you guys have a corner punch. You don't have to use a corner punch. It doesn't give it kind of a nice edge to it right there though, okay? Then let's go to our DSP and everything. I have a panel of shaded spruce that I have embossed with that turtle embossing folder, and the size of it is 4 3/8 by 2 1/4. That is going to go right here on this panel down here because it's going to end up being the front of our box. I found it's easier to adhere the panels on the box before you put it all together. Okay, so this one's going to go down here on the panel, the wider of the two panels. It's going to go right there. Perfect. Okay, then we have several other pieces of DSP, and I have the measurements here for you. So you need a panel that is 4 3/8 by 2 1/4. 4 3/8 by 2 1/4. That is this panel right here that's going to go on the back side of the box right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that one on. 4 3/8 by 2 1/4. Same measurement as this one, but this is just going to go on the back of the box, and that embossed piece will go on the front of the box. Okay, there we go. There's that. Then I have a panel that's skinny like this, and it is 4 3/8 by 7/8. It's going to go right here on our box top. Okay, it'll all make more sense when we put it all together. So if you would like a kit to go, you need to go to TuttleUpShop.com. That is if you're not already a demonstrator or have one that you're loyal to. I would love your business. And it's going to go right there on the top. That's going to form our box top. Okay. Then we have one that is 4 3/8 by 1 5/8. 4 3/8 by 1 5/8. That's this one. Before I put it on, I'm going to round 2 consecutive corners, just like I did on the flap there. Okay, and now look, these 2 rounded corners will fit right inside the box top right there. Okay. All right. See if I can get this very straight for you guys. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I have some side panels, and they're going to go on either side of this shaded spruce. There are 2 of them, and they are both cut 7/8 by 2 1/4. Okay. One's going to go right there. And the other one is going to go right here. So this is what it should look like after you have all your panels on. Okay? Okay, so let's start building this box. I had an extra one of those. I am going to fold these two flaps in right here. I'm going to use some tear and tape because that's our strongest. Put a couple of pieces right here. And a couple of pieces right here. Okay. Burnish that really well with my bone folder. Okay. Grab my scissors and pull up that wax paper. I just found this is the fastest way for me to do it, to get those wax paper pieces off. Okay. And voila, right like that. Okay. Then I'm going to put two pieces of tear and tape on these side panels right here, these front side panels. One right there, and one right here. Okay, I'm going to burnish those. This one went a little too far when I tore it, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, burnish it on either side. Pull off those adhesive strips, and you're going to see how fast and simple this is going to go together here. There we go. Here's one on this other side. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take these two tabs and I'm going to fold up the back of my box and press it into that side panel right like that. Okay, so I just pressed it into the side right like that. I'm doing the same thing over here on this other side. Right like that. So those tabs are pressed into the sides there. Now I'm going to fold this up, and you know I have tear and tape right here on these two flaps. I'm going to fold those into the sides of the box here. And voila, we have our cute little turtle box. Let me press that well so it adheres very well here. There we go. Press, press, press. And now look how cute this is. These two tabs go to the inside, and this flap flaps over to the front. Isn't that a cool box? I love that one. We do a lot of cool boxes here, but this one is pretty awesome. Okay, so I have a belly band. This is cut 1 1/4 by 8. And I'm going to wrap the belly band around my box front. And you don't want it too tight because you want to be able to slide it off and on. And it's going to go right like that. Voila. Just enough to hold the box together. Okay. I'm going to add some Seal Plus right here. Could have used tear and tape as well, but I'm all about efficiency. Okay, so there's my belly band right there on the front. It's going to slide off right like that. Okay, now we have our mixed media dies, mixed labels dies, and this is still available, this mixed label bundle. I love the sentiments and everything, but I really love these dies, and I love this label right here. All of these labels are pretty awesome. So we're using this label. Now, you could really use any label you wanted to. You just need something to hold our turtle onto on the front there. But isn't that a pretty label? I really love that one. Okay, so I'm going to grab my dimensionals here. put one right in the center. I'm still using my edges. And then this is going to get adhered right here on the front of our box, just on that belly band, so it still will slide right and left, okay? Then I want you to see the turtle that I used for this one is the turtle with the hat and the cute glasses on and the package, right? For this one, I'm going to use the chef turtle holding the cake, and I just fussy cut this right out of the designer series paper. There's this whole page of turtles with cakes, turtles with balloons, turtles with packages, all kind of birthday themed. So I just cut one out of there. So this one is going to get popped up right here on that label. Isn't that cute, that little chef turtle? Okay, so it's going to, I need some dimensionals for it. Right here in the middle. Make sure his feet don't go off the bottom of the box and the dimensional does not go above the label. So we're good right there, like that, okay? Then, last but not least, I have a, hopefully, I should have a little Darling Duckling panel. Here, let me cut one. It should be, I know I cut one, but it doesn't seem to be here, and, you know, don't want to fight it. Maybe I dropped it on the ground, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, so you need a piece of Darling Duckling. Cut. Oh, my land tub. Things are messing with me. Okay, I'm going to go over here to my, it needs to be 5/8 by 2 1/2. Okay, I'm going to stamp on this. This is Darling Duckling piece. Perfect. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which says, hope your birthday is turtly awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you, Brenda. I knew you were going to be a hard sell, but you know what Kim's saying? Kim's saying she wasn't crazy about them either until she saw our projects for this week. So that is an honor that I swayed 2 people onto the turtle team. I love that. Okay, so hope your birthday is turtly awesome. Again, this panel is 5/8 by 2 3/4. 5/8 by 2 3/4. So that is gonna, how cute is that little chef turtle with the birthday cake? Pretty awesome. Okay, so we are going to put, this label's going to sit on top of the turtle, which is already popped up, but it needs a dimensional over here underneath birthday, okay? So I'm going to put a piece of a dimensional right there. I'm going to put flat Seal Plus right there and pop this up right on top of my little label right there. How cute is that? Hope your birthday is turtly awesome. And now I'm going to grab some of my hexagons, and you can use whatever colors you want. I'm going to put one up there on the belly band. I'm going to put one down here on my label, and I'm going to put another one kind of in between the two. Right like that. Hope your birthday is turtly awesome. Slides off the belly band. Inside, we're going to put some of those turtles. And 3 will fit inside. 1, 2, 3. Pretty easily. Everything all folds in. Belly band goes back on. And someone you love that has a birthday coming up will love to find this inside a gift or sitting on their desk when they get to work. How cute is that? Fun, right? Okay, so let's go over everything. Everything from this week's projects. We've got our box. We've got our easel fold card. So cute. We have our sweet friend card with the flowers, right? We have our, hi Chelsea, I didn't see you. Hi Debbie, I didn't see you come in. Thank you, my husband is doing better. Here is our other fun fold card that we did on Monday, the little bike riding turtle. It's your day. And then the first card we did during the week, hope your birthday is super awesome. He should get home from the hospital tomorrow. I feel very confident, and he's not in pain or hurting. We just need to get some of his meds figured out and get things situated, and I have full confidence that the doctors here in Midland will take good care of him. So thank you guys. I will see you soon, probably on Monday of next week, if I don't do a sizzler between now and then, which, you know, I always could. So God bless. I'm going to head back to the hospital now and sit with Jim, and hopefully he's had some good visitors this week, this afternoon, and he will be home tomorrow. I'll give you guys an update. Thank you, Kim. That is so sweet. That's so kind of you. So God bless. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I could use your sales too. TuddleUpShop.com. If you want to get this kit in the mail, $50 order. But if you're an email subscriber already, I have some good deals in the email that I sent out today. So bye-bye.